Okay, here we go, writing equations from context. So this is going to get us ready to do some of the Delta math problems. Julia needs to lease out a music studio to record her new album. Go, Julia. The studio charges an initial studio use fee of $100. When I see a number, let's go ahead and kind of highlight that. $100 plus an hourly fee of $50. Make a table of values and then write an equation for P in terms of T, and we'll talk about P and T and why that matters, representing the amount of money Julia would have to pay to use the studio for T hours. Okay, no matter what, she walks into that studio, and how much is she paying? Even before she starts, right? She's paying $100 to use it. All right, then this hourly fee, that means what? After 1 hour of using it, now how much does she owe? Well, she owes the $100 and she owes $50 more. So what do you think after 2 hours, right? We're going to keep adding that $50 for every hour she stays there. This seems like a really good deal. We need to find the studio. Let's just have fun and record an album just because we can. All right, so this part is pretty basic because it makes sense. It's logical. Now they ask us to write an equation. All right, we got to pay attention to these letters they want us to use. For P, all right, but look, they already gave us the P, they gave us the equals. We just need to come up with something in terms of T. All right, so what do they want? We know that we've got this y equals mx plus b formula, right? And so we know that b is our y-intercept, and also we talk about in the beginning, initial value, right? The 100 is the in the beginning. In the beginning, she's got to pay $100. And then the slope, m, that's talking about, per hour, per minute, per day. So we know that our slope is 50. Now we have to be really careful. Because see that x? We can't use the x. What do they want us to use? They want us to use t, since they're talking about time. So that's what we put in here. 50t plus 100. All right, let's do this again. Tamika was given a gift card for a coffee shop. Yes, please. Each morning, Tamika uses the card to buy 1 cup of coffee. Coffee. I need some coffee right now, actually. The original amount of money on the gift card was $40. All right, we got a number, 40. And each cup of coffee costs $2.50. All right, make a table, blah, 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 blah. All right, in the beginning, how much money was on that gift card? You got it. We had $40, but then she had to go and buy that first cup of coffee. So that cost $2.50. So what? That's $37.50, right? And then she had to go do it again. So we're going to subtract. That's 35, right? And then subtract another 250. So what? That's 32.50. I do need coffee. Let's make sure I got that right. Yeah, that looks right. Okay, now let's get to our equation. So when we write an equation, it's going to be in this form, except for we have to be on the lookout. What letter do they want us to use? Oh, X. We're good. We can use our X. All right, in the beginning, we know that she had $40. Our slope is that 250. Now we got to be careful. Let's go back. We're not quite done. Let's go back. Remember, our slope was 50 because every hour she had to pay $50 more. Okay, we were adding on to the 100. But here we're actually subtracting, and you can see we're subtracting, right? So we've got to make our slope negative, and that's what we write down here. Negative 250x plus 40. All right, these are kind of fun. I think they're intuitive. You just got to really watch. When they tell you to use a letter, like when they said use letter T, then you better use letter T. All right, thanks for joining me. Practice, practice, practice.